Alright, let's try the undead core again. In fact, welcome to part 14 of the cave story.
This is ridiculous.
I know. I don't even know why I did this. I don't even know why I showed the undead core again. Oh wait, yeah, I remember. I think it was so that way I can show off what happens after you beat him. But then again, I probably should have just cut to that part.
Nah.
Nah.
You gotta show all the cheese balls and the bats and the...
Yeah, the cheese balls and the cheese... Yep, and the cheese balls and the cheese bats.
Yeah.
Like, one thing I didn't explain before is that, defeat zombified Misery and Sue first, so that way you can get the undead core. You'll have less to worry about. But for the longest time, you're gonna have to keep Misery around, so that way, like, she spawns more cheese critters and bats, so that way you can farm for health in the middle of the fights. And missiles, not that I'd need any.
Yeah, you are pretty decked out on missiles, I guess.
Yep. But hey, at least the music is good, but I already said that, I think.
Yeah, I'm sure you mentioned it.
Yep, at some point. Okay, good. Ah, man, he's gone. But at least I got it. In a way.
At least.
And like, the critters aren't really doing much damage to me. Oh look! Oh no, he's got his mouth right open. Shoot them with lasers. but at least when his mouth is open, you can do a ton of damage. And yeah, now he's dead. Well, that took a lot shorter than it did last time. Uh-oh. Now the island's gonna fall.
To falling islands?
The helicopter's running.
Quickly, get in the helicopter.
Oh no! An earthquake.
Earthquake! An earthquake on a falling island in the sky.
And Sue's back to normal.
Question mark.
Seems legit.
Sue's back to normal now. But where did Misery go? Who cares? Let's get off the island while we still can.
The floating island.
Yeah, floating island. And wow, and you can definitely tell this was inspired by Metroid when there is an escape sequence, but there isn't really a time limit in this one. You can take as long...
From what I see, there's land in the background.
It's
Why
clouds.
don't you just jump off and use your jetpack?
It's clouds.
Well, there has to be something underneath it.
Yep. And what's this? What's going on?
Do you want to give up?
Like, now there's an opening here. I can't go back, so I decided to choose yes, so that way I would restart from here.
What?
Yeah. Because I saved for a reason. After you beat the game once, you don't save and you have to end up going through everything all over again. So I decided to make it easier on myself.
That's a good idea.
Yep.
There's that gargoyle thing.
Yep. I got hit, but it doesn't matter. We'll have to jump. I've got a jetpack, so it doesn't concern me.
She doesn't.
Whee! Jetpack.
The island's falling.
You gotta pull it.
No, the poor little dragon.
And Curly. Curly's gone. So much for that. So now we will never see her again. But this is actually the good ending, not the best ending. This is the normal ending.
It's falling!
Cause I'm free.
I love that song, actually.
Free
I like Tom
falling.
Tom Petty is awesome.
Yep. It makes me wonder exactly how high the island is.
Well, it's above the clouds.
Yep.
So pretty far.
Ah, that sounds like some fall. Or some crash.
As far as, 16-bit can go.
Yep. And I'm falling. How come I can't use my jetpack now?
Because he wants to die. Oh.
It's Spyro!
Kazuma!
Kazuma!
Yay, Kazuma saves the day! Of course we pull it off. Yep, the world will be free from any incarnation from the Doctor. Now let's go home. And that is the good ending of the game, ladies and gentlemen. I mean the normal ending. I'm not gonna... So you assume this is it, right? Nope, of course not. Of course it's not the end. We're gonna go to the sacred grounds.
Oh god.
Don't you just love it? Don't you love it when I do stuff like that?
Fuck the credits.
You feel the black wind flow through you. All weapons drop to level 1. They were already dropped to level 1 before. Welcome to hell.
Oh.
And this level really is difficult.
Yeah, it looks like it. It is named after hell, after all.
Yep. It was Ballos. Like his sister, he wielded powers far beyond the mortals. Remember that phrase?
No.
From when we beat the island core the first time. So now we're going through Sacred Grounds, arguably the most difficult level. And we get an extra life capsule. And look, there's Curly. Uses magic.
What are you doing in hell?
I don't know.
What did you do?
How did she end up here?
Gladys was right.
Hat rope android hell. Android hell is a real place where you will end up in the first sign of defiance. And apparently Curly defied GLaDOS. Yeah, like these are evil cupids. I don't know, because they
squeaking noises.
they're out to kill me. The jealous king had Ballos apprehended and thrown into prison. His punishment was brutal and cruel. Humans can be terrible creatures indeed.
That sounds familiar, finding people in jail and whatnot. We definitely haven't seen any mimigas in jail.
Nope. Under extreme difficult torture, Ballos' magical abilities finally ran wild. The king was infused with a swirl of magic and destroyed in an instant. In a single night, the kingdom that Ballos loved so much was reduced to nothing but ashes.
Well, that also sounds familiar. I'm starting to think that this text is here for a reason.
It is.
Holy crap, Curly can shoot too.
Yeah, now she's awake.
She didn't even ask any questions like, why are you carrying me?
Nope. Nope.
She's just like, okay, shoot stuff.
Yep, she's like she shoots in the opposite direction you shoot up, unless you're shooting up. Then she also shoots up.
She's just like, fireballs, yum.
Yep, and she's using a nemesis. And I'm using the spur. I could also use the nemesis, so that way we'll both using the same weapon. But I've got the powerful weapon. She's got a good weapon that's better off not being leveled up. Yeah, that throw blocks. You know, here's one thing, Curly. Why don't you use your machine gun instead? Whoa, that was close. And those arrows do 10 damage. You do not want to get hit by those arrows. No. So you want to take an arrow to the face?
Yes.
What, you thought I was going to make a Skyrim joke? No, not this time. Jenka, seeing her brother's madness, confronted him to the floating island, and that was all she could do, because she could not bring herself to kill her own brother.
So many arrows.
Yep.
So
Ow.
many chances to make a Skyrim joke.
It's overused.
Keep firing your arrows. We will fight in the shade.
Yeah, we'll fight in shelter. We'll be fine here. And
I
remember,
didn't make a Skyrim reference, but I made a 300 reference.
and you guys remember the life pot I got from Genka a while ago?
I remember you getting a lot of life pots.
Like, no, life capsules. Like, she get capsules, but Genka gave me a life pot, which gives you back all your health, and it's extremely necessary here. It's necessary that you save it for here. Don't use it anywhere else. Save it for here because you can only use it once.
So just imagine doing all this without Curly.
Well, you kind of need Curly for this. If you don't rescue Curly, then you won't be able to go through here.
Well, I mean, if you didn't have the rope.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to go through here.
Yeah.
You wouldn't get the best ending.
Regardless, this looks ridiculous.
It is. Trust me, it is. If you want to play for yourself, then by all means, download the game. Get it on Steam. Get the 3DS version. Get the WiiWare version. Anywhere you want to.
But I already know the ending.
Yep. All the better it makes for you to play the game for yourself. Ow.
Wow, those things are annoying. Stop squeaking! Get away from me!
Oh god. It was Jinka's daughter Misery that made Balos create the Demon Crown. She was subsequently cursed by the crown, forced to do the bidding of all who wears it. If the crown is destroyed, the curse is lifted, but... Oh god, okay good, I'm almost dead. See, this was a good time to use the life pot.
Will you use it?
Yes! I will use it. I need it. And what's in here? The last missile expansion. Wow, 24, really? That's a huge expansion. Now we just wait. Boom! 4.
I said boom too soon.
2, 1. Boom!
Boom. Explosion! Michael Bay's explosion!
And now we face another enemy. But this it's actually a giant press.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Really, that kind of sucks.
Like
It must press you eventually.
when you beat it, it does.
What?
When you beat it, it falls. When you beat it, it falls. But you know what? You'll see it.
Don't tell me it presses.
Well, if you're directly under it once you defeat it, it does. Even after you beat it, it would still kill you.
I thought it was one of those endings where he died heroically.
Nope.
Good, because that would suck.
Even if the crown is destroyed, it will only rise again so long as Balos lives. Such a strength of his soul that premates the crown.
3 doors.
Statue. Kill all the statues.
And it shows everyone who wore the crown before the Doctor, and he's the one last. But when you destroy the statues, there's me, there's Taroko, there's King, and I wonder who the last one is.
Guy.
Yep. It's Curly!
Oh, surprised? Not really.
Passage? Question mark.
Should like the press is like smoking.
Please kill my master. That is the only way Misery can be freed. The only way to avoid repetition of this tragedy. My master's name is Balos. What?
That's
It's like
the saddest thing ever. A
Yeah.
little puppy going, "Please kill my master."
Yeah, and that's
That
pretty.
would be
Yeah,
disturbing.
yeah, and that's the end of the part already. So join us in the final part where we'll face off Balos and beat the game.
Hurrah!